You might recall that a little while ago we shared with you the notion of JDI, or Just Do It Days, a time when the Photoshop team takes a break from its regular development cycle and focuses on some of the smaller things, things that are requested by our users, speed bumps, barriers to use, things that might be a little difficult, all sorts of different things from all sorts of different places. And we've talked a bit about what some of these are. We're certainly hard at work on them. Today I wanted to show you a sneak peek, an early preview of just a few of those. So let's go ahead and open an image like this, obviously very askew. We're going to take our ruler tool and just drag a line on the horizon. And you'll see that I now have a straighten button here. If I click that, it's going to rotate and straighten my image really, really quickly for me. So if I'm a power user, that's just making it much, much faster for me. If I'm a new user, I might not know how to do that through manual steps that exist in the application now. So just a lot faster. Another thing you might notice is this is a 16-bit file. And that would be really common if this was coming off of a high-end DSLR or a high-bit scan. And if I want to save that as a JPEG, if I'm a power user, I have to go through a few steps to downsample that and make it 8-bit and then save it as a JPEG. If I'm a new user, I could be very confounded trying to figure out why I can't save that. One of the things we're doing now is allowing you to save 16-bit files as JPEGs. So we'll take care of that downsampling for you automatically, just removing that barrier for you. Last thing I want to show you is a file like this with a whole bunch of layers. And let's just take the 3 layers that have bubbles in them. And you'll notice that I can now adjust the opacity of multiple layers at the same time. Now, if this is just 3 layers and I want to make them, say, 64%, I could do that one at a time. Wouldn't be a big problem. If it were a dozen, 2 dozen, or 100 layers, it could take forever. So this is really the sort of thing that's going to save a ton of time. So there you have just 3 of our JDI features, very much things that we're still working on, haven't been released yet, but there's a sneak peek of just a little bit of what we're up to, driven by users like yourselves.